My name is Erin Seeger. I have emetophobia, which is the fear of vomit. Anytime I see it or hear it, it triggers a panic attack, whether it's in real life, in movies, or on TV. In the past, I've always relied on my friends to watch movies before me to warn me of vomit scenes. I had always hoped there would be a reliable source to get this information to use before I watched a movie, but there wasn't anything.
Hello, I'm Tony Seeger, and I work at Composite One in Goshen, Indiana, and I'm the CEO and founder of Phobias at the Movies.
My name is Erin Seeger. I work at Tire Rack in South Bend, Indiana, and I am co-founder of Phobias at the Movies.
My name is Derek Parker. I work at Dutchman Manufacturing in Goshen, Indiana, and I am the Vice President of Phobia at the Movies. We are here today seeking $100,000 for 20% of our company.
At Phobias at the Movies, we are a new, no-spoiler movie site that gives people with phobias the ability to watch movies without fear. We screen movies for 8 of the most common phobias in the world. We then give the user the when, the how graphic, and the duration for each phobia that occurs in each movie. This allows the user to relax and in some cases avoid the movie altogether. In just under 2 months, we've already reached all 50 states and over 80 countries. But with 19.2 million people diagnosed with specific phobias in the US alone, we feel like we're just scratching the surface.
With your investment and contacts, we'll take our website to a new level and reach our ultimate goal of partnering with a content provider such as DirecTV, Netflix, Hulu, etc.
After scouring the internet and dealing with my wife's emetophobia for years, we finally decided to take matters into our own hands.
We have an extensive database of over 1,500 movies, and we are currently the only website on the internet to provide this service.
And not only do we screen movies daily, but we also add the movie theater movies every weekend and are always open for requests.
The website's pretty simple. Our end, we go in and we screen every movie. We look for the 8 major phobias, and we tell you exactly when and where it happens in the movie. From the consumer end, they go right to our website. They can search their movie, or we all on our front page, you know, they have a list of the most recently added and new movies, or movie theater movies I should say, and they just click right on the movie they want, and it lists out exactly what phobias are in it. If it's clear of any phobias, they'll tell them this movie is clear of all phobias. And
we made it as straightforward as possible by giving a search bar right when you get there. Right when you type in your movie, it'll either bring it up, or it will tell you, it'll give you a form to request it to us, which will come automatically to us. And we try to get that done within 48 hours per request. We are currently affiliated with Fandango and Amazon and on Google Ads, but until we get the exposure that we need, we're not bringing in giant dollars just yet. With more exposure, we'll gain more money, and some of these are clicks basis, and some of them are you actually have to buy the tickets or buy something off of Amazon. So the more exposure we get, the more, of course, money we'll make. If we didn't make a lot of money or get to a lot of people, I think the people that we do get to, the people love the site that we get to the site. Sorry, excuse me. The fan base that we have right now, I think, would still use our site. I mean, they're not going to stop just out of nowhere, but the people that we have got there love it and continue to use it daily or whenever they watch movies. I think it's gone pretty well so far. I mean, just under 2 months, we're already here.
Learned a lot.
We decided to screen 1,000 movies before we launched. So for the first year, it was just basically watching movies, writing it down, getting the back end filled, ready to go. So that made it easy, so we could put movies in on our phones and on our computers to make it easy from anywhere we could be entering movies. Try to make everything as straightforward and as easy as possible for the user. I think it means a lot to all of us. I mean, we're constantly doing it.
Put a lot of time into it.
I think we're close to 100 hours a week right now, just based on social media and just watching movies. We average probably 20. I think we're around 25 movies a week that we enter into our database. That includes the movie theater movies requests and just trying to get movies in daily. I mean, we also have a 1 and a 3-year-old, so we have to spend, we have time. Our time is stretched with our regular jobs, being a mom and dad, and also trying to make sure that the website's running smoothly at all times. So,
like I said previously, our ultimate goal is to partner up with a content provider such as Netflix, DirecTV, Hulu.
If we did partner with Netflix, we could have it set up to where the Netflix button's right there, so they can add it to their queue from our site, or go directly to watching the movie from our site, and that way the information is right there, when they need it, right at their fingertips.
My biggest challenge is juggling my actual work schedule with trying to get my quota of movies, movie theater, social media, being on social media, and all that kind of stuff. That's been my biggest struggle.
Yeah, I think it's been one of mine too. The other thing is watching a movie in a movie theater. You can annoy people. You have to have a little bit of light to actually screen a movie in a movie theater. That's another reason why we're trying to get to the Sharks, to try to get those information so we can maybe get an early release on movies, so we don't have to actually go into the movie theaters ourselves. Being the creepy guy in the back row with the cell phone on, and trying to jot things down, whichever way anybody does it. I've actually crossed my mind to bring a recorder or something in and maybe just kind of talk into it, but I don't know. I think that might be a little more annoying than actually just jotting it into the phone or typing it in. So I think that's the hardest part. I mean, just watching it in a screening a movie with a room full of people that doesn't have a stop button or pause button.
Everybody I've talked to find it very interesting. They think it's a cool idea. Nobody's heard of it, so.
I think a lot of people didn't realize that there wasn't something like this actually out there. I mean, you don't realize how many people have phobias because you don't know people that well. A lot of people don't open up unless you live with them, or you're married to them, or you're friends forever. You don't know that much about a person. So it's actually tough to find these kind of people that actually can use our site. I mean, that's why we're seeking this, and that's why, because it's to get it there, we need the help. We only know so many people.
And it's been actually an interesting talking point when meeting people.
Yeah.
For instance, when I was at the bank, was that a week ago? I was putting money into our account, and the teller, this gentleman, he's like, asked me, what is phobias at the movie? So I was telling him about our business, and then come to find out, he has a phobia of bubbles. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to show you what our website and business is truly about.
We really appreciate it. And hopefully you can help us help others through their cinematic adventures through life.